Today we have Alex from Arcules from within the Canon Group. Alex, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. I appreciate being here.
So can you tell us a little bit about what you do at Arcules and what Arcules does?
Yeah, so I am Senior Product Manager over at Arcules, working within the product team. And my job essentially is to listen to our customers, listen to the market, and figure out what their challenges are and understand what problems that they have and how we can solve them. And then working with our engineers and our development team to make sure that we've got the features, the functionality that really does solve those challenges for them.
Great. And what does Arcules do?
Yeah, so Arcules is a cloud native video management system startup. So as you said, we're a startup within the Canon Group. And essentially what we do is try to make the video surveillance challenges solved as simply as possible. So we try to take a customer's complexity and solve it through simplicity. So making the infrastructure as simple as possible. The user experience, how they can get professional results, we want that to be as simple and sort of stress-free as it can possibly be. And that is our goal all the time.
All right. And how do you reduce the complexity?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I mean, there's a ton of facets to it, right? I mean, there's the classic cloud idea that you don't have infrastructure on site, automatic updates, cloud security provided by the public cloud. We run on Google Cloud Platform. So all those kind of benefits you think of cloud. But we are a cloud native solution, so we're not just like a cloud managed where you still have to manage a lot of the hardware on site or do those different things. We are truly that cloud native experience to manage everything within the cloud. Now, within that structure, you can store the video locally. You can store the video on the camera with our Camera to Cloud initiative. We can discuss, or locally on a gateway device that we have.
Okay. Because video takes up generally a lot of bandwidth, so these are ways to offset that kind of like a bottleneck, right?
Yeah, exactly. So our customers have those different infrastructure challenges. Some have relatively limited bandwidth, so they want to store that video, that super data intensive video on site. Some other ones don't want to have that sort of storage infrastructure on site, and so they want to send the video in what we call a pure cloud, where all that video is stored in the Google Cloud Platform. Other ones find the approach, as we're going to be releasing in the future, to be storing the video straight on a camera, using that as well. So we've got those different options, again, to make it as easy and conform to the customer's environment as we can.
Okay. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of, like you said, different options for a customer in terms of how they want to do video surveillance and video management. How do you compare, how does Arcules and your platform compare with other video companies that also provide a cloud, potentially a cloud platform?
Yeah. And I'll give you a hot take. I don't know if we're better or not, but we are, but how our customers tell us that we solve their challenges is, again, we take their complexity and solve it with simplicity, right? So for us, we are always putting that first. When we've got a customer, how are they able to get professional results as simple as they can, right? Our customers tell us that they are overworked, overstressed. They're being pulled in all these different directions. I'm guessing you could identify with that. I certainly can.
Yeah, I think everyone can.
Right?
Yeah,
And so video surveillance is not the number one thing they do, right?
Right.
But they still need a secure environment. They still need to be able to focus on their real job, what they're doing to achieve their goals, right? And so we're always looking at that first. How do we make sure they get professional results? They're able to have people they can contribute to feeling safe, learning about their environment, using video technology. But again, in the most simple way, I keep using that word, but in the most simple way as possible. So with the interface, the whole customer experience, that is, I feel like, how our customers tell us that we're solving things maybe a little bit differently than some other solutions there.
So it sounds like Arcules is very much customer-centric and focused first, and then providing the solutions catered to the customers.
Yeah, I think that puts it great. Like if we continually think about how our customers can have, again, that easier and easier experience,
Right.
but still get what they truly need out of it.
Exactly. No, that's fantastic. So, Arcules has had recently some announcements, and it's to do with both Axis and Milestone, also companies within the Canon Group.
Mhm.
So, one of the announcements that came out was from the camera to the cloud collaboration that you are doing with Axis. Can you explain what that is
Mhm.
and more about your partnership with Axis?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a great question. So today we have this, we're an open platform, right? Open cloud platform.
Mhm.
And the challenge you have is you have all these camera manufacturers, dozens of them out there, and you want to bring in that customer's infrastructure that they already have and let them have that camera choice, right? So you want to bring in Axis, Hanwha, Bosch,
Right.
iPro, just down the line, right?
Hmm.
But, and so we solve that by having what we call our gateways, like I mentioned before.
Hmm.
So that aggregates all those different camera drivers, all that communication, and then is able to bring it into our cloud, right? But some of our customers don't want that gateway. Maybe they only have a few
Right.
cameras on site and they don't
Hmm.
want to put that automatically updated gateway, but maybe they don't want to put it there. Maybe it doesn't make sense for certain remote sites. So what we've done is collaborated with Axis Communications to have this direct to camera, direct to cloud solution with their cameras. So we're essentially like loading our gateway onto the camera itself
Okay.
and then having that direct connection right up to the cloud.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That sounds very efficient. So all the analytics and everything is performed at the edge then within the camera as well, or?
Yeah. So how? Yeah. Normally, we're doing our analytics in the cloud,
Uh huh.
right? Camera streams up. We're doing all that analysis, our forensic search, because then we can update those models, those analytics models, and things very quickly and keep improving them.
Hmm.
But with the camera to cloud model, we're doing that a little bit different. And as you allude to there, we're doing that analytics processing in the camera itself.
Okay.
And so that approach doesn't means that that camera can store the video itself. The analysis happens on the camera, and then we bring the information then up through our cloud.
Okay, so that yet another option for someone, right?
Mhm.
For a customer to have in lieu of a gateway.
Yep,
Okay,
absolutely.
and then what about Milestone and its product Kite?
Yeah, so we are at Arcules, we're what I would call the technology enabler from a cloud perspective for Milestone. So we are the technology provider for their Kite product. So I like to think that we kind of take the best of both Arcules and Milestone. We've got the cloud native development team and company of Arcules
Hmm.
developing the backend technology. And then you've got Milestone's huge network of expert integrators, their technical support, all of that that is providing that product, that solution in the form of Kite.
Okay, okay, great. So um, going back to Arcules, and I think you alluded to some of the things that are coming down the pipeline, but what does it entail? What's the future for Arcules now?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we like to say at Arcules is that we want to be where human safety meets human greatness. So we want people to feel safe,
Hmm.
to understand their environment, so that they can be what they want to be outside of that, so they can be as great as they want to be and achieve their goals. And so we're keeping that sort of idea front and center. And so that means, we're using video technology, we're bringing in information from access control and other sources to help them make the best decisions that they can. So the future of that technology is really using video and other input sources for that kind of intelligence.
Okay, great. Well, Alex, thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great to be here, and I appreciate the time.
Thank you.